So I posted a video on Facebook earlier on last week that was a clip out of the film Coach Carter. And people who know me know that I really love films that are based on kind of real life inspirational stories. And Coach Carter is one of those films for me that just delivers so much in the way of lessons on leadership and teamwork. But there's a scene in there where basically one of the guys, if you haven't seen it, gets kicked out of the team. His name is Cruz and he's trying to get back into the team. And the coach basically says to him, he goes to him, he says, "What do I need to do to get back in the team?" He's like, "You don't want to know the answer to that." So anyway, he lays it out to him and he says, "You owe me 2,500 press ups and 1,000 suicides, and you owe them to me by Friday." Now, this is an unachievable task, right? But nonetheless, he gets down to his business. You see Cruz set off, he's doing his press ups. You see him set off doing his suicides, right? And it gets to the end, gets to the Friday, and he's putting a good effort, and Coach Carter acknowledges that, but he hasn't achieved his goal. So as Coach Carter goes to exit the gym, you get the guys step out and say, "I'll do press ups for him. I'll do press ups too. I'll do suicides for him." And one of them says the line, "We're a team, right? If one of us fail, we all fail. If one of us triumphs, we all triumph." And just a great lesson from that is the endurance of Cruz when he says, "Do you know what? I know this is unachievable, but I'm going to go for it anyway." And then you've got the fact that the team look out at the end of it and they see what he's put in and they've said, "Do you know what? As a team, we succeed and fail as a collective." So then they're willing to put in extra work for one of their teammates to make it through. And I just think it's a great lesson on one, leadership, because in Coach Carter and himself, he's set up a scenario which draws out the persistence of an individual and how much an individual really wants it, mixed alongside a team. And do they understand the team ethic? Do they understand that they succeed and fail as a team, or do they still look at themselves as individuals? And I think it's a key topic for people, and it's a key kind of skill and idea that people need to instill in their own teams. Because if you can create a team where everybody understands that you do succeed and fail as a team and stop acting as individuals, you can achieve great things. And as a leader, it's for you to be able to instill that within your team, that kind of culture, that work ethic. So whether you're starting up a new business and developing a brand new team, whether you work in an organization where you've been promoted to a position where you've got a team, it's important for you to step back and not just look at how you deliver on, right, what are my key goals and my key objectives. You think about, how do I create a team culture that can help me deliver against that? And as soon as you can start to do that, like I say, once you can create a motivated team who are all pushing in the same direction, who will all dig down into the dirt when one of them is feeling low, and are all together when you're up in the clouds with your success, then you can achieve truly great things. But like I say, it's one of those, and again, we continually at the moment focus on people management and leadership, because as I mentioned in the podcast, soft skills are becoming more valued than they've ever been, for the specific reason that people understand that if you can coordinate a team of people to deliver against an objective, then whatever your hard skills are become not redundant. They're still important. Of course, they're still important. But when you can do that, then whatever your objective is, your team can deliver against it. It doesn't have to be in the specific area of their technical ability or their specific knowledge and skill set. What becomes apparent is you as a business owner or a business manager or a team leader can deliver against objectives because you have fostered and created that team culture where everybody is willing to go at it all together.